Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of Getting Red here on SE Scoops. I'm Steve Fault. On this show, we talk about the good, the bad, the what the heck, and of course, the new, beautiful award here, the MVE, the most valuable entertainer. And on today's episode, special guest, right from my old show, Getting Raw, Getting Red. It's Stephanie Hype. Stephanie, how you doing today?
What's up?
What's
great.
going on? I feel
Great.
like I need to put on like my mask. Because of what happened tonight with a certain female superstar, but I won't put it on because you know what just happened? I saw a lot of dust come off it, and I don't want dust in my mouth. But
Good.
first, let's start with the good of Monday
Yes.
Night Raw. And since you're the guest here in my house, I will let you go first. What was your good?
My good, I think. No, I don't think there's any question. The Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka.
She's back, and the easy peasy dance was back. The easy peasy, that got me through the pandemic. I tell you not. Every day, if I felt stressed about the pandemic, I just did the easy peasy dance in my house. Oh, I felt so great. But wasn't it so great? I know Becky Lynch is your girl, and you love her so much, but she got her nose flicked tonight.
It was great. I think I posted on my Twitter yesterday. I was like, I want them to. That's two people I want to fight forever. I will never get tired of the Asuka versus Becky Lynch feud. They deliver every time. They love each other so much. I'm just happy to see Asuka back. She carried us through a pandemic, truly carried us through a pandemic, and we haven't seen her since last year. So I am so happy she's back. I audibly screamed in my living room when I heard her music. I'm just happy she's back. It's gonna be great.
What's funny was when I was doing the dance, I also felt like I was doing the Teddy Long dance.
It is very similar.
It's very similar. I think you got to get the arms, and you got to do this.
Yep.
My good is definitely Mustafa Ali returning and inserting himself into. You might get sued by DDP if you do that. He's inserted himself in the U.S. Championship match title picture with Austin Theory. Austin Theory is connected to Vince McMahon. If you are anybody fighting Austin Theory right now, you might be rubbing shoulders with Vince. And if you do a good job on TV, if you might impress him, he suddenly might invest in you, and we'll see Retribution 2.0 return and take over the WWE one more time. This mask works for everything today. All my references. Now I'm Flapjack.
More
Teabag,
so.
Teabag. Those are the names, right? I need a paper plate.
X-Men. No, I don't remember.
The other guy seriously, and I love these people to death, but seriously, he was like, this was his mask. Hey everybody, it's me. I'm in Retribution. And I love Retribution. I absolutely love Retribution. So but anyways, Ali's back, and The Miz lost to Ali. Nice return, but then a man who also lost one of the parts of his name, Tommaso Ciampa. He has lost part of his name, but he has turned heel on a guy who I guess used to be a heel, who's now a babyface. So they swap places. Carry the two. But yes,
Ciampa, this makes more sense to me.
Ciampa is a mean Blackheart man, so I guess he can be upset with Ali, but what is he upset about? That he got to...
We're going to find out. Stay tuned.
Get to have an entrance that people wanted to see. Remember when we talked about it on our old show, but Ciampa showed up. He was like, hey, everybody, it's me.
I'm here.
Ciampa. And everyone's like, okay, that's great.
Hey, Ezekiel.
But those are the good moments. I think Austin Theory getting involved with Ali returning, and of course Asuka. And the last time Asuka and Becky Lynch have been involved, I believe, was when Becky Lynch says, "I'm gonna be a mama," and Asuka was like, "Well, I'm the champion now, so go be a mom."
Yep,
good for her. Easy peasy indeed.
Storytelling.
Let's move on.
Storytelling.
Let's move on to the bad of Monday Night Raw. And this one, for me, I'm going to go first here. This one hurt to put on the list. It hurt. And it actually is the Women's Championship match, Bianca Belair versus Sonya Deville, where the match was restarted not once, but twice. And again, I love these two women. I was so excited for this match. And then they announced it on Raw, and I said, That's weird. I would think it'd be WrestleMania Backlash, and it still might be. But this one, it did not feel like a Bianca Belair level match. It felt like this weird, hey, it's the Sonya show, and we're going to have her restart the match twice, get Carmella, who's like just got off the plane from her honeymoon, brought to Raw, and Zelina Vega, who's still a queen of something. The WWE.
It's not even that. Zelina and Carmella were just fighting the last time we saw them on Raw, and now they were coming out cohesively.
Now this, I'm gonna pretend this is the Men in Black mind eraser. That's what just happened to you. Don't remember that. That didn't happen.
Okay.
So they showed
Carmella
up.
and Zelina were teaming up together.
They're best friends again.
They're besties.
But yet the match, eventually Bianca somehow beats 3 people, which is a little disgusting. I feel bad for those 3 people. It doesn't make sense to me. And then there's also shenanigans. Someone's hair falls out. And then it lands in the middle turnbuckle. I was like, Chia Pet? Is that a Chia Pet? And someone's like, no,
well, the thing is, so I think the point was number one, it was her hometown. So I think most people were expecting her to go down, right?
Did they even say that though? Did they even go like from her hometown? They just said where she's usually from.
Did they say? They like hometown girl. I don't know.
The worst was this is a world championship match. Sonya Deville was already in the ring when we came back from commercial.
Yes, they gave her the jobber entrance.
Ouch.
Yeesh.
And again, love these 2 women. I love Zelina Vega's fake accent, but yet,
I think the whole point was to show that Bianca can overcome no matter what comes her way. I think was supposed to be the point. Wow. This is her first title defense after an amazing story / win at WrestleMania.
Redemption.
And I get this person needs to take an L, right? I get whoever it is needs to take an L, but
are you gonna leave her off of WrestleMania Backlash, or it's gonna be Bianca versus Sonya Deville in some weird hodgepodge match? I don't know, like.
You do not. I already said this. I will go off if they do not have the only world title left on Raw on the pay-per-view. Like, I get WrestleMania Backlash is kind of a filler pay-per-view at this point. However, you can't leave off your champion. She's the major Raw title or the major Raw championship at this point. She has to be on the pay-per-view. And if she's not, I'm gonna be pretty pissed. I'm not gonna lie.
What's on your bad though? Because that's mine, and I was no entrances. Carmella and Zelina Vega showed up. Someone lost their hair. Sonya restarted the match twice. Then Zelina Vega and Carmella got their faces slapped off physically. You ever seen the movie Face Off with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage when they do the face off? This was different. This was slap off. Now we're gonna see Carmella's face on Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega's face on Carmella. It's gonna get really awkward. Very awkward.
It's very Emmys.
By the way, greatest movie of all time, Face Off. Thank you very much. What was on your bad for Monday Night Raw?
My bad was former world champion Bobby Lashley in an arm wrestling match with Omos, whatever, on Raw. What are we doing? What are we doing? We had Hurt Business right there.
I know.
I get they have to do other things because Omos, I guess, can't really do that much, but that was my bad.
You know what I'm excited for?
I have nothing else.
Is next week they're gonna oil each other up and do the flex down, and we gotta do push-up contests. We gotta do something where there's a car in neutral and you're tied to it and you run really fast and you pull the car. My favorite is big man.
You know that's coming.
You grab.
Now that you said it, now I'm.
It's gonna happen.
It's going to happen
when you grab a frying pan and you smush it. But see, I'm a weak man. So if I was one of those, I'd be like, watch this. Did you see the strength? Did you see it? I know, I'm strong.
That's actually pretty impressive.
I'm strong. Me and Omos one-on-one in a can crushing contest.
You have to get your grunting down.
Well, every time I grunt, I lose my voice. And I lost my voice for like 2 weeks. And it's sort of how I make money. Moving on, though, to another award I love here called the What the Heck award. And this one, very fun for me. Usually this award's given to something when you're like, I'm sorry, what happened? This one actually gets a hell of a what the heck award. It goes to Edge's motorized throne. Damian Priest took on Finn Balor in a match, but Edge is there in his throne. I didn't know how he showed up because here comes Finn Balor and the camera cuts and like they're already there. So I'm thinking if you're in the live audience, you saw them come out and sit in that chair. But maybe, just maybe, from the back, the curtain opened up and that motorized car, like an old lady going to the grocery store. Oh, sorry about that, Vince. I hit your leg. Oh, oops, sorry. That's what I imagine was happening. But they come out, and this thing keeps going. And I'm looking at it, and I'm going, is that chair moving? And I was so excited. But then it stopped. Eventually it stopped because I guess, Edge has to be on the ramp so that the fans can see him there. Versus if he came down, you wouldn't see Edge. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. WWEshop.com right now. You keep sending me push notifications on my phone. I want to send a push to you on this show on SC Scoops. Getting red right now. Create a motorized Edge throne. Sell it on WWE.com for like $6,000. You know what? Go crazy here. $10,000. And you know what? People will buy it. People bought a Bray Wyatt title for like $5,000.
Will they?
Yes, they will.
You know what? Wrestling fans will buy some things. You know what? I take it back.
It's a collection.
Someone would buy it.
So that's why what the heck? That amazing motorized throne. What do you got for what the heck?
Actually, my what the heck was the Sonya Deville thing, but now that we talked about it, I think my what the heck is probably that exchange between Tamina and Dana. Like,
oh my God.
Like, could they stop? Look, I understand it gets a cheap pop. Right? Like, we get it. Why? Like, I enjoy seeing Dana and Tamina on TV consistently, weekly. I love it.
Me too.
It's cute. It's whatever. We don't need the tease of the women on women thing. Like, this isn't, we're past the attitude era, guys. It's okay. We get it.
But do you think they'd ever have a relationship between two men or two women and just be like, normalize it? For instance, this is just me because I am a crazy person. I've been watching Modern Family, but in reverse. Not episode, but by season. And you watch it, and the two characters, Cam and Mitchell, normalize gay characters on a TV show. So, do you think Dana Brooke or Tamina or Tozawa and Reggie, would they ever allow it just be, hey, we're a couple, versus it has to be silly, it has to be funny?
I don't know necessarily between those.
Anybody.
I tweeted out last week that I hope one day we get a legitimate LGBTQ plus storyline that is semi-serious. I mean, I know they have to still be entertaining, right? It is a pro wrestling show. Sports entertainment show.
Right. Superstars.
So I know it has to be entertaining, but you can have a serious storyline about something without making it overly goofy. The problem is, even with man and women relationship storylines, they tend to get off track very easily with WWE. And so I don't know if it's so you trust them with that, but if it's done right, I feel like it could happen. I mean, you have plenty of wrestlers now that have come out.
Right,
so,
but in the WWE, even relationships between men and women are boring storylines.
Or they go completely
off the rails.
Off the rails. And
right, that's the only way I think this would work, though, off the rails. Moving on, though. Most valuable entertainer here on Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
Who did you have as your most valuable entertainer?
I mean, the man of the night. Randall Keith Orton, 20 years.
20 years.
Thank you, sir. I mean, I had to pick him for tonight. I mean,
you did have to. It's like
legend.
saying, it's like giving someone a congratulations on their birthday, but to that someone else at the party.
Right.
Like you're at someone's birthday party and you go to someone else and you're like, man, congratulations on your.
You did great.
You're amazing. Oh, happy birthday, by the way.
Hey, don't forget you.
Hey,
Good cake. The cake
yeah,
is great.
love that cake.
Thanks for inviting me.
Oh,
But you.
lost you for a second. I see your face. I don't see your face anymore.
Oh gosh. Oh,
There you are.
Hey.
Hey, folks. We got so excited about ice cream cake, and we were like, oh, what happened?
I started eating some. I had to get off camera first.
I understand. I'm very ugly when I'm eating my ice cream too. I did though have Kevin Owens as my most valuable entertainer. This man, in the beginning, when we had the appreciation for Randy Orton, he comes out of nowhere in the crowd. I don't know why he's sitting in the crowd, but he's in the crowd. And he's like, no, liar. This guy's lying. And so
I loved it. I love that.
I thought that was the most entertaining part. Him and Seth Rollins, the Usos backstage as well, was the best. But let's do thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle for Monday Night Raw. You put your fist to the screen, either give it a thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, or a thumbs down. And 3, and 2, and 1. Double thumbs up.
Absolutely.
You got to give it a double thumbs up. Folks,
great Raw.
Thank you, Stephanie, for so much for being here on Getting Red on SE Scoops. I've been Steve Fault. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.